6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, microphone is working. Hi, gang. Just jumping on because we are determined to get everything working. So we're doing it bit by bit here on this Aloha Saturday. Good morning. Let's see here. Okay, good. Thank you. Keep the comments coming. I'm going to make some adjustments here real quickly and try to get it because I'm still trying to get my set. Hi. Thank you. I'm still trying to get everything to work. So the external headphones works fine, and the input needs to be not the MacBook Pro, but the microphone port. Test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But see, it's not that microphone, so I know it's not the right one. So Ecamm virtual live mic, no. Gotta get the right microphone in here for it to work. La 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 la. Not the virtual audio. Zoom audio device. Let's try this one. There, that works. Hi, gang. I think you're going to start messaging me. Oh, we can hear you now. We can hear you a lot better. Probably too loud, so I'm going to back it off a little bit. See if I can just kind of make it work a little bit. I know. Thank you very much. Oh, and Tev's on, and welcome back, sort of. LOL. Yeah, we're going to get back to our regular schedule, but we're going to now move to 11 a.m. because 10 a.m. just doesn't work. Hi, everybody. We're going to do me a favor. Give me a knowledge on the microphone if it's now working like it's supposed to. Test 1, 2, clear in Kona. I know, Karen. I was seeing some of the satellite. Whew. Man, it hasn't been cool and cold like that. Photo Luke Hawaii, thank you very much. And if that is the case, then hey, let's go. All right, how's it, everybody? I don't have applause. Oh, that's what I get for not having my equipment here. All right, happy Aloha Saturday. Billy B Live on, kind of, sort of. We're still working the equipment issues out, and I haven't been able to work on it just because I have been sitting in for Guy Hogg all week. So, hi, we're here, working good mic sound. Photo Luke Hawaii, you're awesome. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're going to try a couple of things. We're going to try to take you outside. Remember last time we weren't able to do that. Priscilla, thanks for being on. Everybody's jumping on because they got the notifications. Ernie, thank you, loud and clear. Awesome. Let's go ahead and we'll bring the music down and we'll go ahead and move to another thing. Let's go ahead and check to see if this is working on this side. There it is. Okay, so we know the notifications works. You can hit the subscribe, you can hit the share, that works. We'll move that out of the way and move that one also. Let's go look outside. So we got a couple of things that we can do here. Let's take a look. This is Pipeline Side, North Shore. And the waves aren't that bad. There's some people out in the water, so that's actually looking good. Camera's looking good, and I've been looking at the wrong camera all morning long. Sorry, I'm not even looking at you guys. Well, I'll have to relearn the cameras here. Let's see, let's go down Waikiki. This is a view I haven't been able to show you before, so let's see if this works. Yes, it does. This is from Waikiki Beach, looking towards the Waianae Mountains. You can see the Pink Palace on the white side. That's the Sheraton Waikiki Hotel. So not bad. Okay. The photos are working. I mean, the video cameras are working, and that's really, really good right now. Do me a favor, hit likes and shares, and want to see if those are working because they're supposed to be up and operating and I'm not seeing them. Oh, no, that's not supposed to be there. Okay, let's get that out. Okay, we're working our way through them. Oh, okay, the social media is working. And the like buttons, thank you, I see those. They're not appearing up on the screen, so that means I have to reconnect that. Lorna, thanks for being on from San Diego. We're going to share with you 2 stories today, but we're going to get me back on camera first. Happy Aloha, just like usual, happy Aloha Saturday. This is from the Hawaii News Now newsroom. This is actually my desk where I work. Most of the time I'm in studio, but when I do get to be at my desk, it's here. So this is where my shows are going to originate from now on. Let's see, what's behind me? That's Keahi Tucker's ties right there. That's my jacket, and my chair actually pushed back there. Steve Uehara is way on the other side. Mark Carpenter's just on the other side of me here. Mahea Lonnie Richardson is right on the side of me there, so that's where I exist here in the newsroom. So, Tina Mahina, thank you very much. Nice to be on. eMusic, I appreciate that. We're going to try to get different cameras to work, but so far, this is going to be the main camera here. I am missing my sound effects like crazy because I used to have that all. I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. Okay, never mind. Let's get to entertainment news for you on this Saturday morning. Got a chance to talk to a gentleman who comes from the island of Maui, Wailuku side. And so he is making the rounds. He's in the state of Arizona. He's going to Major League Baseball games. They're all in spring training, right? So he's going to all these spring trainings and he's doing the national anthems before they start their games. It's not the big, oh, see, look at that. Kev. Wow, and I didn't even know that existed. Priscilla, thank you very much. Thank you for trying. I never even knew. Okay, so that's something new that we never did before. So anyway, his name is Derek Sebastian, and I asked him how he started out into doing all the rounds at Major League games for spring camp and spring training. Okay. So, Mr. Sebastian, let me see if I can get you on, and here we go.
Well, it's a long story to be quite honest. If I always dreamt of trying to connect my childhood dream, with my music, so to speak. Childhood dream was basically trying to make it to the MLB, and that didn't happen. So, I just kept that dream on the back burner, and I always told my wife maybe one day I get to, play on the baseball diamond, playing the ukulele, and it happened. It happened, and much more happened too. Playing for other sporting events and major, national stages as well. So it's been kind of crazy, to be quite honest.
Okay, so tell me about the teams that you're playing for and the places that you're going on this swing.
Well, I just performed today, and I was at the Peoria Sports Complex, and I performed for the Angels and the Padres. And then tomorrow, I don't know who's the visiting team, but I'm in Scottsdale performing for the Arizona Diamondbacks at Salt River Field in Talking Stick. And then on Thursday, I'll be for the Cubs at Sloan Park. So, and that's in Mesa.
That's crazy, brother. That is awesome. What are the crowds like when they experience the national anthem by ukulele?
You can kind of tell that they're surprised by it. They're not accustomed to the ukulele playing the national anthem, to be quite honest, until maybe about 15 seconds to the ending, and then they start cheering like crazy and they're going bananas and stuff like that. So, but it's all good. I enjoy it. They're very, even the production teams at each stadium, it's, they just ask, how is it going to be on the ukulele? How can you explain to me? So, it's just kind of like that. But at the end of it, it all works out, and it's a good time for sure.
All right, so there you go. Derek Sebastian, and he is making the rounds at major league places where they play, and he's getting a chance to go ahead and play the ukulele and share the Aloha spirit. Something very, very different, and I never knew that entertainers could make the rounds like that, but he's doing it, him and the ukulele. Congratulations to Derek. He will be coming back to, or flying back to Maui coming up next week. Speaking of people that are doing things on a national scale, there is a young lady who comes from the island of Maui, and she is right now, or she's preparing to watch herself on network television. She's going to be on Chopped on the Food Network. She comes from the island of Maui, I mentioned, Pacifico on the beach. It's right on Lahaina Street. It's right on French Street, the main drag. So I got a chance to talk with her, and I asked her about her getting to be, well, first of all, how did she get to start to work in the restaurant that she is currently at now? I got a chance to talk story with her.
I was really looking for a sous chef position when I moved out to Maui. I kind of took a leap of faith and was trying to find my perfect fit. And when I interviewed, I really connected with the chef at the time. But even more than that, it was the farm to table concept that really drew me to Pacifico on the Beach. And I haven't looked back since, clearly.
You now hold the title of executive sous chef. How did you get hooked up with Food Network, and did somebody call you? Did you call them? What happened?
Well, I really like to focus on my social media presence as a chef. And they actually reached out, just luck of the draw. They slid in my DMs. They messaged me, and I went through the interviewing process, and it just kind of worked out. It all fell in my lap. I got really lucky, I think.
Now, are you already a fan of, you must be a fan of Food Network, and you already know about the show Chopped, right?
Oh, absolutely. It was the show I watched the most growing up. It was just insane that they reached out to me. It's full circle, completely.
So when you got the call and they interviewed you and you found out that you were going to be on, what did that feel like? What happened?
I'm pretty sure my heart stopped beating. I mean, this is the biggest dream I ever had, and I still struggle to find the words to describe just how surreal it all is, because I was such a super fan of this particular show. You know, it's not just a random network. I know Ted Allen, the host, I've been watching him since I was 12. So really just living a actual dream.
That's awesome. Now, go ahead and tell us about the food that you like to cook. What do you like to make? Where do you base your foundation of food from?
Well, I initially started in industry focusing on pastry. So I was doing desserts and cakes and sweets and decorating wedding cakes. I worked at the Ritz-Carlton Lake Tahoe as a pastry cook there. That was really my first start in the business. And then as my love for food grew, so did my need for knowledge. And it just grew, and I ended up becoming a line cook. So that was kind of switching over to the savory side, and they gave me an opportunity to work with the guys on the hotline. And then pretty much from that moment on, I was like, I want to be a chef. I don't just want to be a little cog in the machine. I love this whole industry, this whole operation. And it just I identified with it. So I wanted to be a chef for as long as I can really remember.
Okay, now have you already competed already, or do you still have to go through the process?
I've already competed, and
Okay.
It will air on Tuesday.
Okay, so kind of a heads up here, with all, full disclosure here. She wouldn't tell me whether she won or not. So you got to wait, you got to watch on Tuesday. That's going to be on the Food Network on Chopped, and that's going to be 5 p.m. Hawaii time. Chef McKenna Shea from the island of Maui, down Lahaina side. So good luck to her. Hey, Lorna, I noticed that you put on there about the Aloha Festival over in Arizona. Is that today? Is that this weekend? Kind of let me know, because if that is tomorrow, I want to make sure that I mention that the Aloha Festival is happening in Arizona. That's actually kind of cool. And if there's always a Hawaiian event near you, let me know. Appreciate that very much. Lorna says yes. Yes to which one? Today, this weekend? It's probably both. Probably today too. Today, tomorrow, this weekend? Probably yes to everything. But let me know, Lorna. And anybody, if we've got something that's coming up next week or the week afterwards, also let me know. Even if it's here in Hawaii, give me the heads up just to make sure that I've got it on my radar, because you are the best way for me to find out where everything is going on everywhere. I appreciate that very much. There's a bunch of Hawaii or music artists, I should say, because not only from Hawaii but also from the continental United States. James Bent, how are you, bro? Thank you so much for being on. And I was actually looking at your page just the other day, your Facebook page. Kavika Kahiapo is on. Aloha, brother, to you. Nahoku Hanohano Award winner. I don't know if he's touring right now, He's with the group Kulaivi. He also tours with Jack Johnson across the continental United States. So I think he is home. I thought I saw Linda Keale on, and I think so. Oh, they're on the island of Kauai. Join us March 11th and 12th, Tempe Town Lake, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Cool, very good. So that's today and tomorrow. Tempe Town Lake. You know what? I'll mention that tomorrow morning on Sunrise. That's always nice to know, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Okay. That's very, very cool. I appreciate that, Lorna, very, very much. Hey, by the way, if you have anything for me that you want to let me know about, studio@billyv.live, and that will get the latest to me. Happy Saturday. Okay, we'll go with that, Rie. Hey, real quickly, I want to let everybody know we're trying out new time just because I'm still trying to figure out what's the best timing for me. I'm coming off of Sunrise weekends because I never worked during the weekends here on the TV side, but now I'm weather anchor for Sunrise weekends. And so literally I'm coming out of the studio, sitting at the desk, starting to prepare the show, but I'm still trying to put the technical part together because I don't have everything that I have in the home studio here. So we're still kind of trying to figure that out, and we'll do that here in the next 2 weeks or so. But Saturdays, 11 a.m., that's when we'll do the live stream. I do have one more item for you today, and that would be brand new music video that is out from a musical. And I don't think I've had the chance to talk about this yet here on this platform. I've been able to talk about it on Sunrise, but there's just been so much happening with this change of schedule. There is a brand new rom-com, romance comedy, musical that's going to be coming out soon. And it will involve Tiana Tully, Bronson Varde, who, if you look for both of them, you'll find them on Instagram, Facebook. Bronson was on NBC television on American Song Contest, and that was for songwriters. And then Tiana Tully's she's been on Disney shows, she's been on Magnum PI, she's been on Hawaii Five-0, she's been on quite a bit of stuff. And then you have the musical kind of director consultant on this musical romantic comedy, John Cruz. I don't know if I mentioned this before, and I'm actually looking at the comments right now for somebody to tell me, oh, you told us already, but nobody said anything. So, okay, Arizona Aloha Festival, Lorna, I see that. So, I'm going to play for you the music video called Lani from the rom-com musical Hawaiian Heart. They've done the music. They're releasing the music and the music videos. But the movie, they are going to start filming that coming up a little bit later on this year. Heads up, we on the continent have an hour time change tomorrow. I know, I've been looking at that. So that's going to be 11 a.m. So that will be 5 p.m. Eastern. And that'll be 2 o'clock Pacific. I'm slowly figuring that out. And for those of you that have followed and you subscribed, so you got the notification once I went on the air, and I appreciate that very much. Hey, if you're watching on Hawaii News Now's Facebook page, thank you very much too. Kaylin is our social media guru, and she's sitting a couple of cubicles over on that side, so she also shared. So thanks for being with us here on this Aloha Saturday. Let's see here. I think that about does it with everything that I have. Coming up next week, we've got a bunch of things that are all going to be coming together. I'll have more from Bronson Varde, Brian Spicer, who is also the producer, Josh Goldman, who's the director. I got a chance to sit down and talk with them. Some of the other things that are coming up around the corner for you, 4 p.m. Central Time, thank you. Tomorrow, I'm going to be over at Iolani Palace, emceeing the very first Kama'aina Sundays. That's back in effect for Iolani Palace. They're bringing it back, but they're bringing it back better. They've got a sponsor on there, American Savings Bank, and they have food trucks. They have Kuana Torres Kahele entertaining. They have the Royal Hawaiian Band that's going to play. It's free for Kama'aina to come in, go on the tours first come, first serve, no reservations. You just come in the door and you stand in line and you go for the free tours. But it's a chance to get back involved in history, to get your kids, or maybe if you're empty nester, maybe you can go back in and just take as much time as you want there. Of course, they're probably going to be a little bit faster with the tours because of the amount of people that are going to be there. Anyway, that's happening tomorrow at Iolani Palace. Hello to my friend Eric Lee. We're also going to be at the fundraiser for a good friend of ours, Milan Bertosa. I think I told you a couple of weeks ago, he passed away at the beginning of the year, but he was instrumental in over 400 artists' releases, over 1,200 songs or live events. So we're not only going to celebrate, but it's also a benefit concert for his family too. Tell Paulo we said aloha. Will do. I will see Paula Akana coming up tomorrow. Do I have a full screen? Is that I'm looking down to see if I actually have a full screen that works, since no. Okay, obviously that's not working the way I intended. No, not that one. Okay, we'll go with that one for now. I think that does it for me on this Saturday. Once again, we are trying things out, and I haven't had as much time to spend on this as I'd like, and it's still a little complicated technically, so we're trying to get there. I think it will take me 2 weeks, but we'll get there. Next week will be pre-recorded because I have to be at Hawaii Convention Center all day and all night. I'm probably going to have to pay rent there. That's a whole nother story. I'll bring video next time I see you. With that, I'm going to leave you with the music of Lonnie that comes from the romantic comedy soon to come called Hawaiian Heart. John Cruz, Bronson Vardy, and I think Tayana Tully is also in this as well. As always, ma'alama pono, aloha a hui ho. Thank you for watching. I will see you on the next swing. Actually, we'll pre-record the show coming up for next week right here on the show. Okay. Can I get, there we go. I think I've got it. Okay. Roll the music video. We'll see you later.
Laughing without care, Lonnie, Puamelia in your hair, Lonnie, your eyes will always bring me there. Back to Lonnie, back to heaven on earth, back to the freedom of the sky. Dancing with you here, Lonnie, when I hold you near, Lonnie, it brings me back a million years. Back to Lonnie, back to heaven on earth, back to the freedom of the sky. And we could fade away, but I know we're meant to shine. Shine that bright, Lonnie, when the stars align. Oh, I know that we'll be fine when love comes on Hawaiian time. Back to Lonnie, back to heaven on earth, back to the freedom of the sky. And we could fade away, but I know we're meant to shine.